Israel expands Gaza offensive, sends troops into Hamas tunnels. Israeli forces are advancing slowly in their ground offensive, according to military experts, in part to leave open the possibility that Hamas soldiers will mediate the hostages' release. Israel announced on Tuesday that it had launched an attack on Hamas within the Islamists' extensive network of tunnels beneath Gaza. This came after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu rejected calls for a ceasefire to alleviate the humanitarian crisis in the Palestinian enclave. As Israel steps up ground operations inside Gaza to destroy the ruling Hamas movement in the wake of its gun rampage 3 weeks ago, the tunnels are a major goal. Over the last day, combined IDF combat forces struck approximately 300 targets, including anti-tank missile and rocket launch posts below shafts, as well as military compounds inside underground tunnels belonging to the Hamas organization, the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, said in a statement. Hamas soldiers responded with anti-tank missiles and machine gun fire, it added. The IDF soldiers eliminated many Hamas soldiers and directed air forces to real-time strikes on targets, the IDF said. According to witnesses, Israeli forces attacked Gaza City from 2 directions on Monday, focusing on the city's main north-south road. Israel claimed that one of its soldiers was released from Hamas custody. Meanwhile, Israel targets Hamas' 300-mile tunnel network under Gaza as next phase in war begins. The next phase of Israel's offensive in the Gaza Strip has begun, with Israel starting to move troops and armored vehicles over the border into the Palestinian territory. But much of the war between Israel and Hamas, which governs Gaza, may be fought not on the territory's streets, but instead underneath them, where Hamas is believed to have built an elaborate network of tunnels. Israel says it's hitting hundreds of underground targets as it aims to eliminate Hamas in the labyrinth of passages, shafts and rooms believed to stretch more than 300 miles and possibly to a depth of more than 200 feet. Nicknamed the Gaza Metro, Israel claims the underground maze is where Hamas plans and carries out attacks. They're pivotal for anything that Hamas has planned to do, said Joel Raskin, an expert on Gaza's tunnels who has studied their evolution over half a century. Dug by hand and basic tools, early narrow tunnels were used to smuggle goods in from bordering Egypt. Later, they were used for weapons. Now, the tunnels are modernized for attacking, with electricity, phone lines and even reinforced with concrete, and are virtually undetectable. The geology of the Gaza Strip is ideal for tunnel digging and maintaining, but it's very complex for tunnel detection based on the abundant layers of sediment, said Raskin, a geomorphology professor at Bar Ilan University in Israel. Israel's army says destroying Hamas means destroying the tunnel network, which includes attack shafts near the Israel-Gaza border, defense shafts further back, artillery pads below the surface, and tunnels linked to apartment blocks and hospitals for escape. Israel's chief military spokesman, Daniel Hagari, said Hamas operates inside and under Shifa Hospital, Gaza's largest hospital, and other hospitals in the territory. Hamas, though, denies there are tunnels under the Shifa Hospital, which says it is sheltering 40,000 displaced Palestinians and treating the wounded and the helpless, amid Israel's intensifying ground operations. Amir Yulo, an Israeli reserve colonel, first went into a Gaza tunnel in 2007. Since then, Israel's military has been training in its own mock tunnels built by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Over the past 3 days, Israel has been dropping bombs to cave in Hamas networks, even as foreign hostages are being hidden inside them. I'm not telling you that we are not going to face losses, Yulo said. We are not seeking for war. We are seeking for peace. But when it's time to war, we know how to fight. And we will do it. And we will prevail. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has framed the conflict as a battle for Israel's survival. But the families of hostages are afraid their loved ones won't come out of it alive. On Tuesday, the 31st of October 2023, Israel says it has attacked gunmen inside Hamas tunnels and releases video from Gaza. There are warnings of an imminent public health catastrophe in Gaza as Israel's attack on Hamas fighters continues. Israel has said its forces have attacked Hamas gunmen inside the militant group's vast tunnel network beneath Gaza as fighting shows no sign of stopping. After the first successful rescue of a hostage held by Hamas, Israeli troops appeared to push further into Gaza, with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu rejecting calls for a ceasefire. Hamas has so far released 4 civilians from the 240 hostages Israel says it captured during the militant group's attack on the 7th of October, with many thought to be held in the tunnel network. Israel releases images of troops inside Gaza. Follow live on Tuesday. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, released footage it claims shows its ground operations in Gaza. Hamas official Marzouk: Gaza tunnels built to protect Hamas, not civilians. Marzouk also said that protecting Gazan civilians is the responsibility of the United Nations and Israel. Hamas official Musa Abu Marzouk said that the tunnels built by Hamas are meant to protect and hold Hamas, and not civilians, in an interview that was translated by the Middle East Media Research Institute. "We have built the tunnels because we have no other way of protecting ourselves from being targeted," he claimed. "These tunnels are meant to protect us from airplanes. We are fighting inside the tunnels." The video was posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, on Monday, and can be watched below. Marzouk's statements were in response to questions about why Hamas constructed over 500 kilometers of tunnels, according to the interviewer, and have not invested that effort into constructing bomb shelters. "Everybody knows that 75% of the people in the Gaza Strip are refugees, and it is the responsibility of the United Nations to protect them," he continued. According to the Geneva Conventions, it is the responsibility of the occupation to provide them with all the services as long as they are under occupation. Tunnels constructed were also under hospitals. Marzouk's statements come a few days after 2 Hamas soldiers under interrogation by the Shin Bet, Israel security agency, and the IDF admitted that Hamas soldiers have hidden under hospitals in Gaza, most notably Al-Shifa Hospital, where their tunnels and operation rooms are also located, according to the IDF. The 2 soldiers were captured on October 7th. This is the end of our program today. See you on Intervlog same time tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates. Thank you for watching Intervlog. Thank you.